Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Factorio here in our step-by-step to Megabase series. In today's episode it's time to build more mega modules. However, before we do that, we're gonna take advantage of the work we prepared in the previous episode, which is to set up another smeltery for the iron as well as a liquid station. As you can see, I already rerouted everything more or less necessary. I think I'm still gonna cut this connection over here, remove everything at the bottom, so that we then can make the setup for the smeltery. Yeah, as of this point, this basically can go straight through. So I'm just gonna add a track going straight through. As a matter of fact, let's first take the whole thing apart and then build the track. This is a little bit easier. Then I can go ahead, remove all of this. Thank you very much. There we go. I actually removed all of the tracks. Let's also get rid of the flooring here. I will have to do this twice. Yeah, we're gonna redo this together with the modules. Good. With that out of the way, it's time to set up the module here. This is my iron smelter. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, there are just a couple of signals that aren't standard, but I think other than that, it's the most recent blueprint. So I think it would have to go somewhere here. Let me actually quickly check on that. Got my rail right here, and yeah, this is lining up. So we actually have to fill up some of the lake to make this work. Okay, but I still think we can go for the first round by just starting to place stuff. And then as I pass by the water, I'm gonna fill up the rest of the lake that is still in the way. Yeah, we could definitely already do a whole lot of the flooring. Let's see about the smelting part. But as mentioned, I think we're gonna need about double the amount of Spidertrons still. I think sometimes I just have to stand still and let some of the robots charge up, especially after a building spree such as this. But what also helps is just get out of range of the robots that want to charge, and then new robots are going to be assigned to their tasks usually. You have to excuse my voice today, I'm a little bit sick, I feel, but I think I'm gonna be fine. Now going over the left side of the build, we can definitely do all the belts, the stations and the initial setup. So I think after refilling once, we will already have the entire functionality in place and we just need to collect more flooring is my suspicion. Okay, now I'm a little bit in a weird phase. Only a couple of the green guys still have materials left and they are out of charge. So it goes really slowly. I think we could prevent this from happening by having triple the amount of Spidertrons. I'm just kidding. Or am I? Screw this. It's time to go back, recharge, get some more materials and finish the freaking job. Maybe we can already think about the bottom part here. How do we want to copy this over? Should we blueprint it or am I going to be too lazy? I think I'm going to blueprint it once I have the entirety of the thing upstairs, so we can blueprint this entire part. Because right here I have all of this other stuff that I don't necessarily want to include in the blueprint. So if we, for instance, took this part right here, copied this over, this would already give us the whole functionality. And we could just go ahead, implement this here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna paste it for reference already. And then we just remove the parts that overlap. Because usually, yeah, this goes a little bit through here. I know this is a little bit of an eyesore, but I actually kind of like it because it connects all these modules together. And then once all the solar panels and the flooring is in place, it should also look tidier. But I guess you can see we are going for quite tidy with the layout that we established here. And we can now see we're already up to 1,200 robots because we are using them all at the moment when we come back with our Buildertrons after such a project. So this inserter here keeps on adding robots until we don't lack them anymore, even during the bursts. And I don't care if that means we need 10,000 robots. We probably just need more roboports as well. Yeah, honestly, I could probably go ahead and set up a couple more in here. This would help out. What is our power doing? Actually, I never checked again. 7 gigawatts. 4 of which is being produced by the steam turbines. Interesting. I'm also gonna go ahead and copy over this part that we can then attach right there. Something along these lines should be good. Oh, mining productivity finished again. Ooh, I did not queue up anything else. Let's now go for more robot worker speed. After which I'm gonna go for the 256k energy weapon damage. And then I'm gonna opt for some more of the mining productivity. And back to building the iron smelter module we go. Hopefully we can finish the functionality with this session. Well, we were able to place all the beacons and machinery, but it looks like we're lacking the modules. I haven't checked on the module production for a while. It could be that we exhausted the system, but that simply means we would have to ramp it up a little bit. Okay, not too shabby. I think something with the power went wrong here, though. I have to connect this up. Come on, come on. Right there. And now we relay the power everywhere. Good. That means we can go down and already build a portion of the lower section here. I will have to remove some stuff, though. Remove ghost objects. Yeah. I don't want all of this. We don't need any of this shebang. And then I will have to remove some of the solar array right here to be able to finish the blueprint. And I'm also going to remove parts of the wall right here. This should then allow me to replace the thing that I just copied over. And now we can see the only thing I cannot place are the pumps that actually need some water fill. Good, let's get everything built to the best of our abilities. And actually, I kind of need to make sure this isn't hooked up quite yet. They cannot enter the module here, that is good, but they could enter down at the bottom. So yeah, I just removed this little part. That should take care of the issue. Yeah, oh my gosh, this is looking really good. I think we can get this up and running in no time. Probably the biggest issue we currently have are the speed modules and such. Hold on. Now we already have trains on their way. Okay, they're trying to input the oil. That is actually fine. This is starting to look good. We just have to fix the solar panels in the center, but that is something we can take care of later. This means I only have to get some water fill here in order to set up a pump. I think, let me actually see, is that already enough? Yeah, that's actually all I need. How wonderful. Quickly need to grab some more materials and then we should be able to finish both of the builds here. Good. As you can see, the station is built. Wait. No. Are you serious? Okay, so we have an intruder and this is not good because this is from over here. Yeah. Okay, I guess we'll have to take care of that first. But my point is the module is done and we could introduce the trains. Right here, I think, yeah, we can also already go for it and produce some liquid. Everything is going to be a little bit slower because of course we're missing the modules. That still means we need to introduce 10 more trains, just shipping the iron plates. So without any further ado, let's do that. And this time around, it should be easier because I have my requester chests right there and they are introducing the fuel and everything. Okay, looks like I managed to defeat the intruders here. I'm just gonna make my way over here, maybe expand this a little bit and then set up another station here so we can cover this part. Here we are. Time to make a little pathway across the lake. And that should be good enough to place some of these blueprints here. And just like that, we made it across. I'm gonna make my way up a little bit. And approximately right here, I would like to set up my new station. Yeah, this is at the edge of the fog. I'm gonna get an artillery station in the joint right there. This should be served quite immediately. No, we first have to build everything. Let me see, something is missing. Is it just the power? It might actually be just the power. So let's set up a module and this is gonna go right here. That seems to be fine. Now let me see, power. Yeah, we did not connect it. Let's go down here. So I need my power grid. Let's make sure we place this all over here. And now we should have power. Yeah, I'm gonna establish this connection right here. That should be good enough. Good, and now I'm gonna prepare to fight a little bit with my robots. The other Spidertrons I'm gonna leave home. And now also a train will be coming in momentarily. No path. Hold the phone. No! Gosh. Wait a second, I'm just gonna send my Buildertrons over here. They can finish the track and then in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead, eradicate already a couple of nests with my rockets. Like these guys here, they do not need to be here really. No, sir. And I can even lure them into my lasers here in order to finish the job. Okay, good. That's already 2 nests taken care of. My train is incoming. That's good, but nothing is going to happen unless I deploy a couple of logistics robots, which I'm not going to do quite yet. Because if we do that, we're going to spend 15 minutes just waiting at the station in order for all of these guys to income. So I'd rather take myself the 5 minutes it takes to get rid of the largest nests. So far so good, we got rid of everything in the near vicinity, but of course it's still gonna be a little bit bigger of a radius that we have to cover. So I'm just checking what we find in the north. And yeah, that's what I figured, some more larger nests. Okay, now I'm running out of rockets, which means this is all I'm gonna clear for the turret, and the rest it has to do on its own. That means we make our way back to the station here, introduce a couple of logistics robots, and everything is gonna start doing its thing. Here we go, 50 logistics robots for you, and then the rest is gonna be history. The artillery turret is already going for it. You can see we cleared out a substantial amount, so I don't think I will have to babysit this anymore. We can survive one onslaught. The problem was about clearing all the camps at once, and the artillery turret just doesn't hold back. It will attract all the critters in one go, and of course this little station isn't capable of dealing with that. But now just one attack like this we should be able to take care of. And now we also secured the perimeter for a little while longer, I would say. No, never mind. There's another little bit that is already absorbing. Though this one here we could probably avoid. Yeah, let me go ahead and build another artillery module here. If I do something like this, which should be possible, then my robots should be building it. And I'm also gonna take apart this station here in order to gain some more materials. But I gotta make sure to keep the power pole and the roboport in place. Maybe I should have kept the radar in place as well. Yeah, let me actually keep the radar in place, just in case. Okay, and now all of these materials can be going back into the system, which is great. That means the robots are just taking care of this station here, and then this guy is gonna attack. Okay. We have our big attack here. Yeah, look at that. We were able to deal with it. I didn't need to remain here, so let's make our way back somewhere. And now with that new station, we should be covering most of this part. Well, I guess we could go down even more, and right here as well. We could have another station going down, which I think I'm gonna do. So another artillery station goes right here, making sure the roboports are connected. And is it in place? Oh, actually, might be something in the way. Yeah, it's actually not looking too shabby. And now we have most of the stuff covered again. I'm a little bit worried about this part. Well, sometimes I almost find it easier to just go ahead, build more rail, and then add another station here so we can cover a large area, just like we did. Either way, it's now time to go back to the core topic of this episode. Oh, let me see, I forgot to add the trains. We have 24 trains, but we need 30. So I have to add 6 more trains. Let's do this real quick. You know what? I just realized the trains aren't getting built from these requester chests. Of course, the requester chests only interact with the inserters. So I don't think my plan added up nicely there. And now also observe the train traffic. Everything is kind of smooth now that we started to distribute the items better. Okay, it's time to get this last station here in motion. All I need to do is connect the rails here. Let's bring this rail back, and then all the trains will be able to enter. I will have to add 4 more water trains, 2 for the sulfur, 2 for the lubricant, light oil, and petroleum respectively. So first things first, let's finish the reactor design. There should be some fuel incoming very shortly. Gonna make sure all of these guys have the respective water. So all we gotta do is finish this rail, and then theoretically, yeah, immediately a train queued up for the station. Good, then let's introduce all of the trains. I'm gonna go for the liquids first. Yeah, I still have a problem with the fuel. I think I just have to ramp this. No, I ramped it up again. I have to probably beacon it up. I mean, this is ridiculous. It only ever happens when I'm starting to build modules that require a lot of fuel. Like this one here will first fill up this entire belt, which, you know, might not be the wisest decision. Oh no, I just realized another mistake. Now I'm permanently stuck with this fuel label here. Can I not remove that? It's because the robots didn't technically fuel it up. It was fueled up by an inserter. Ah, jeez, I'm gonna fix that another time. Right now, it's more important we get these wagons in the joint. That was the sulfur. Next up, we're gonna do the lubricant. Then we need some for the light oil. And after that, just the petroleum will be left. I think what I might have to do instead of the requester chest is add a buffer chest with the train wagons, etc. But all the trains should now be introduced. Everything should be working, except we need to make this connection here. Otherwise, we are running into problems. Yeah, especially when it comes to the fuel station. I don't think this fuel station technically is accessible right now. So we gotta make sure these rails here are all connected. And now, what is our fuel wagon doing? No path. Wait, you should have a path now. Wait, are you serious? There's always a little bit that I forget. Good, and now as soon as I finish this, we should have one of the stations being served. Yeah, it's gonna be this one here. But most of the trains will survive for a little bit without the fuel. Right now I'm just happy we have everything in place and that hopefully this is working. Yeah, we just have to add more modules and we might want to do the flooring. So I'm actually gonna increase the size of this so much that I can easily just fill this up with the normal concrete. And that is gonna make it look much better. Okay, now one thing I noticed is I'm also lacking the fuel here, technically. So for all of the other liquid stations, other than the ones that I have here in the center, they're not going to be fueled. This is eventually going to lead to problems and we will have to rectify this issue. For instance, we could add another fuel station here in the center and then just distribute it as such. And I think this absolutely might be the easiest solution. So we just do something like this, go up here again. And now all we have to do is set up a station here. We're gonna enable train limit of 1. And this would be an unload, what was it? Like the fuel stuff. Yeah, nuclear fuel. And I would be unloading this into a chest connected with a wire like so. And right here, we want to enable disable. I totally forgot. What conditions did I take? Like how much am I even storing in here? Let me see. Just the 20. Okay, and we can say everything is below 20. Then we want to open up the station. Afterwards, all we have to do is bring it on this belt right here. And this should go into multiple directions. So towards the other side here as well. So you go right on top of here together with a splitter like so. And we should be golden. Eventually some fuel is going to come here and it's going to distribute amongst all the stations, even the ones here at the bottom, and then we should have everything covered again. And this theoretically means the next time we need more liquid, this is going to be our blueprint that we can just paste somewhere up there, for instance. I really like where this is going. Now we can finally do the mega module, though let me make my way back one more time in order to check on my modules. I cannot forget that we are still missing a whole bunch here. Speed modules and productivity modules, and of course that cannot be. Okay, honestly, I assessed the situation a little bit and I don't think we get to build the mega module, at least not quite yet. We have a huge bottleneck. I had to hook up some more oil resources in order to be able to fill these up, so that is now working out. However, we are just not producing enough modules. I mean, we've seen this coming a long time ago, but today is the day we need to ramp this up. And since I have so fast robots by now, I figured we should do this with robots. And the way I'm gonna do this is I'm just gonna take apart everything right here just to get a little bit of space. And then we're gonna set up another train station. Let me just make my way down here. And somewhere right at this spot, we want to get another lane exit right there. Somehow. Let me actually make this symmetrical so it is at the same length away from the power pole. So we get rid of these guys and I'm gonna have you right here. Something along these lines should do the trick, and then I'm gonna bring this up. Oh no, the radar. I guess we can push this just one block over. It doesn't technically matter since the radar ranges are overlapping slightly. I'm gonna bring this all the way to the same height, or actually we could bring it all the way up. I think this would be better so the robots don't have to travel quite as far. Let's try to set something up here. So this would be our first station, and then I want to come back right around here. That looks about right. Now we're gonna grab a station plotted approximately in between the power poles, and I think this time around it is good to use the active provider chests because we want to empty the trains and the contents of the chests as soon as possible. So I'm just gonna set up 6 of these chests per wagon we have coming in. Now before we do that, what do we want to achieve? We just need the materials to craft all of these. That means we need access to all of the circuits. This is also going to require plastics and the sulfuric acid. So in terms of liquid, we need a water station and probably petroleum. That should be it. Yeah, in this case, let me actually get started with a bunch of reservoirs. We're gonna have 2 pumps per wagon, just because. Some lights for ambience and plenty of power poles. Now I wonder, should I just have copied over the station we already have here? No. But what we can do is hook up the tanks and then copy over the station. So I'm pasting this here, hook up all the tanks to a green wire and then to the station. Now it looks like we already have a train on its merry way. So I'm gonna complete the track All we need to do is a 2-lane entry right there. And we should be golden. Wonderful. This station is already served. I'm actually gonna copy this over for the petroleum like that. But we're gonna switch this to unload petroleum. Then all we have to do is also hook this up, maybe set up the signaling. And will you look at that, we already have a petroleum train on its merry way. This is actually going to be easier than I thought. Petroleum incoming, emptying, and there it goes. Good. Next up, I think we're going to go for the sulfur and then iron and copper probably. So there's going to be another track here with a station. Yes. Right here, we can now have our active provider chests. Get some stack inserters to extract them. Some power poles here and there. And then, of course, we also need a roboport. Now, it would be great to have this connected, though I'm not sure I really want to do that yet. You know what? This is a little bit inconvenient. Let me remove this roboport here, and I'm gonna bring this over. And now I can actually set up a roboport without connecting it to the other side. Set up another roboport here, and I can cover quite a distance. Okay, you know what? I have a better idea. I'm gonna switch these to passive provider chests. I'm also gonna hook everything up to a logistics network, to a power pole, and then over to the station. We want to check for any item here. We can consider this all one big storage chest. So I'm just going to go for an arbitrary number that I don't want to go under. Let's say about 2000, and then another train should be incoming. Okay. Let's also give this the unload sulfur tag, and then hopefully a train should soon arrive. Are we having sulfur issues? Yeah, look at that. The sulfur train, but it is filling up rather quickly. There we go. Sulfur is incoming, and of course we are registering way more than 2000. Yeah, one train load is worth 8000 items. That means we can go for the next station, which we can place as close as this. But this time around, we're not going to go for the sulfur, but we're going to go for iron. Oh yes, and we want to enable the train limit 1, of course. Yeah, I gotta say, this is actually pretty straightforward if you don't have to think about the belt routing in the future. And then of course the next station would be going right here, and this would be copper. So change that to, no. I changed it to load iron. That's wrong. We need to unload. And of course, the same thing here. Unload copper for the lower station. And then after that, I should have put that on the top, but it's fine. We're gonna have another station here that's gonna be responsible for the coal. Unload coal. Thank you. Good. And now all we really have to do is make the production chain for the circuits here, but we're going to do it all with robots and save a lot of space this way. But I think that is going to be a topic for the next episode. I don't want to rush this. We are going to have all of this space here available to do so. And it's going to be a tremendously important preparation in order to speed up this production chain here. But yeah, this is definitely our biggest bottleneck at the moment. This is preventing us from just going crazy and building one module after another. I have to take long pauses in between just to replenish those speed modules and productivity modules. So I decided against another mega module for the time being, but once we got that under control and fixed this bottleneck, I think we should be able to just go a little bit nuts. And basically my goal is in the end to make a blueprint with a mega module on either side that I can take like this. And oh, did I just break the game? No, but theoretically I can just go and tie this up as much as I please. Yeah, I mean every line here as of this point is going to be exactly the same, and we could just stack it up. But yeah, let me know what you think about this so far. I cannot provide too much variety gameplay as of this point because it's all going to be about scaling it up. But yeah, I hope you're still with me and enjoying the series. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good time and see you soon. Bye bye.